Hey everyone, my name is Jeff Schroeder from Big Brother Seasons 11 and 13, and I will be hosting weekly chats about Big Brother right here on CBS Connect. With me today is Kara, who was evicted last night, sadly, but we'll be taking your questions, whatever you guys want to ask her, right in, and I'm right here asking her. So Kara, we can get right into it. The first question is from Kevin, and he wants to know, this is going to be a crazy question, but how does it feel to be evicted this early in the game?
Oh, I'm so bummed. I didn't want to go. I wanted to stay. So I'm super sad.
That's it? That's all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got.
What was like running through your head? Did you think you had a chance when you were on the block?
I thought I had a chance. I thought I had a really good chance because Frank was a really big threat and everyone's target, so it seemed. A lot of the guys kept saying he's my biggest threat, so I thought it would be easy going up against him.
You would think so. I was like, well, this, any guy physical, that looks like that, they always have physical guys in the house that look nice.
Yeah.
So he looks like one of those guys that you'd want to get out of the house. This is just me talking.
Yeah.
I don't know anything because I'm the worst at this, but I thought you had a chance.
Me too. He was a beast, and we would see him work out every day in the backyard. He is definitely a beast. So I thought it would be no question, but not the case.
Not the case. All right, we'll go to the next question. Hannah wants to know, who do you think is playing the game the best right now?
Who's playing the best? I don't know. Let me think. I don't know if anyone's really playing that great of a game.
Okay, do you think any coaches are playing better than the players, or do you think it's vice versa? How's that from your perspective inside the house? Because obviously being on outside of the house, people have all their guesses and they write whatever they want. Right. You have the best perspective and you are the closest thing to inside that house right now. So you got to give it to us.
I think Janelle is definitely doing a good job. I think she's a good coach. She's smart and she's very in tune with her players.
Okay.
She's very invested in them. So I think she's doing a good job. Mike Boogie, I guess, maybe is doing okay. I feel like he probably plays so dirty.
Really?
Who knows what tricks he's got or deals he's made? I don't know.
Wow, Boogie. Yeah. So that's just the coaches. No players you think are coming out strong that might look strong?
I don't know. I think Will's doing a good job. I'm rooting for my girl Danielle, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, you were on the team with her.
Yeah.
So you don't think your coach is playing a good game?
Oh, my God. Of course, Dan.
All right. Let's see where we're at here. Well, this went blank. This is our first time going live. I might have touched something that I shouldn't have. But I just want to ask personally, what was it like, like I said, when you get kicked out of the house for the first time, what are your emotions? Like, do you wish you would have done anything differently or maybe caused something different to not be in that position? You know what I'm saying?
I wish I had never been nominated to begin with, because then maybe I wouldn't have, been evicted.
Do you think you could have done something different to not be nominated, though, is what I'm saying? We're back.
Yeah, I think, what I think hurt me is I wanted to go talk to Willie, one-on-one before nominations, and Dan kind of told me not to, just to lay low, and because he's like, it's too early to play that hard that fast.
Right.
But I think that's what ended up getting me nominated, by not going and talking to him one-on-one. So that's the only thing I wish I could have done differently, but I can't take it back now. So.
Exactly. Don't think about what you could. That's just a question that I always get, and I'm like, oh man, what could I have done? But you can't. Don't worry. You played the way you played, and you never know. All right. Krista wants to know, do you agree with Dan's gameplay? You kind of just touched on that.
Yeah, I think Dan's smart. He's a good coach. He's a good guy. He gives good advice. I trusted him 100%.
You did, huh? And now look at where you're at.
I know. Thanks, Dan. I'm just kidding.
All right. We got another one. Who are you the closest with in the Big Brother house? I'm getting these questions before you. You already touched on that too.
Yeah. Will was definitely my closest friend in the house. Probably Will or Danielle, but I definitely think I was closer with Will. Really? Even though he voted me out.
How do you know?
I know.
You do?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I didn't even see that part. All right, here we go. Do you believe in the model's curse of being evicted second? This is a good one. I don't know if you know Laura from my season, Monet, Cassie from my season, and now Kara. It seems like all the good-looking girls get booted. Curse. Do you think there's anything to that?
I don't know. Now I'm starting to wonder.
Well, just from my season with Cassie, who I could speak up, I think she was booted because she was so pretty. That's just my opinion. I think some of the people in the house were a little jealous of that fact. Yeah. Do you think in your case that was case. Do you think that was the case at all?
I don't
with
think
you?
so. No.
No?
I'd like to think not. I don't think so, though.
Which one is it?
Which one was?
I'm just joking. All right, but now you're involved in the curse. That's a good thing. You're a good-looking one, involved with some good-looking people, but
Yeah.
you're cursed now.
I guess.
No good. All right, here we go.
If I go back next summer, I'll lie and say I'm not a model.
Did you say you were a model?
Yeah.
You told the other house guests?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were. So, yeah, don't say that next time
won't.
when you go back on. Say you're a scientist. That's a good lie people make up. All right, here we go. Tippy wants to know, was there anything going on between you and Shane?
No, there was nothing between me and Shane.
Tippy just wrote in, you're a liar.
What? I don't know why everyone thinks that.
I don't know.
There's nothing. We would flirt, but he flirted with all the girls in the house. I think that was part of his gameplay.
Did you kind of like him a little bit?
No, I think Danielle liked him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you didn't want to step on your girl's toes?
No, just let her. He's young anyway.
Oh,
He's too young.
all right. It might have came off a little. Who knows what would have happened if you stayed in the house a little longer, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's his name? Ian?
Ian.
He's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. We'll get to him later. I got some questions for him later about him later. If you were a coach, would you pick you? If you were a coach, would you pick you to be on your team?
Oh yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table?
Everything. Why wouldn't I pick me? Is the real question.
Well, Kara, you got to understand. You're sitting here. You're technically the first one voted out.
Thanks for reminding me again and again and again.
Well, I want to get some answers. You know what I mean? Like, why? Get into it. Feel free to cry. This is an open set. No, you know what I mean?
I've cried enough on television.
You did. I do, and I don't mean to pick. I don't mean to pick at it because I know how hard it is to
Yeah.
be booted. Trust me, I know. So we'll leave it there.
Twice you got booted.
See why you got to why you got to rub it in now. All right, Catherine wants to know. Moving on, who are you rooting for to win the whole thing?
Dan and Danielle, all the way.
Dan and Danielle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm rooting for them.
Why?
Why not? Well, he was my coach, and Danielle was. I know we weren't on teams, and they don't want us to say that, but we had the same coach, and we kind of had a bond. So I hope they win.
Are you happy with Dan being your coach, or do you wish you would have been with a different coach?
I wouldn't have wanted anybody else.
Okay. Do you wish you had a different partner?
No.
Do you wish there was someone more attractive in the house?
No.
All right, moving on. How do you feel to hear that Hugh Hefner was supporting you?
I think that's awesome. It made me so happy.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't miss that part. I must have just fast forwarded through the end. I totally watched your whole
At the
thing.
very end,
And they're putting live tweets, I guess, now at the end, and Julie did mention it.
Yeah.
So I guess Hugh
Exciting.
tweeted in, that's why. So, and he said, congratulations, he was watching you.
Oh, yay.
Are you still tight with Hugh?
Thanks, Steph. Yeah.
Could you get me in the Playboy Mansion?
Possibly. You and Jordan can come.
All right, well, this is live, so that's on recording. I'm sending this right to Hugh's house. All right, here we go. Logan wants to know, how did it feel to be playing with 4 of the best Big Brother players ever? And that's the best is in quotes. There, you forgot to put best Logan in quotes.
It was really cool. It was very surreal. I remember one moment I was like sitting in between Dan and Mike Boogie, and it just felt so surreal. I was like, I can't believe I'm sitting here in the same house and playing with them. It was cool.
Did you know all the coaches? Like, did you watch their seasons and know exactly who they were?
Yeah, I didn't watch. I started watching like the end of All Stars, so
Okay.
I saw Boogie and Janelle. I didn't see their original seasons.
Okay.
But I saw all of Dan and all of Brittany's.
All right. Was there any player from the past that you wish was a coach in the house?
You.
Really?
Yeah, I think that would have been cool.
Oh, man. I'm blushing now. We're moving on from that one. Jordan's going to be so pissed. No,
No, I hope not. No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
She would be great too.
Oh, there. You could have said Jordan.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know how great she'd be as a coach, but she'd be fun.
You guys could be dual coaches.
Good enough. Good enough. All right. So here we go. Who would you not want to see, or who would you not want to, what? Who could you not stand in the house? You gotta roll with me here. I'm not the best reader.
Okay. Joe.
Joe?
Yeah.
Why not?
He was just so fake to me.
But he was a chef though.
Yeah, that I don't care.
Really?
I can cook my own food.
And he kind of had his soul patch going.
He did.
Was his wicked?
It was okay.
It was okay, but you hate him, huh?
I just think he's fake. He rubs me the wrong way. There's something about him that I just don't trust and I don't like. And he gave me a really mean goodbye message.
Oh man, that son of a... Oh, never mind. We're not allowed to swear, you know, it's the internet.
I know.
All right.
Sneaky, that one.
Here's a good one. If you were HOH the first week, who would you have nominated?
I probably would have gone after like two of the really strong guys.
That'd be a smart play.
Shane, maybe Willie, Frank.
Were you trying to win that HOH the first week? Because a lot of times, the theory is you don't want that first HOH.
I really didn't want it, but there was no option for us to throw that competition. Like, we didn't all have keys, so it was kind of like do or die.
It was a different scenario, totally.
Yeah, you had to perform. There was no option to throw it.
Okay. All right, here we go. Jenny wants to know, if you could kiss any celebrity, who would it be? Right on topic.
I don't know. Maybe Ryan Gosling.
Keep going. Give it top three. Don't you got a laminated card? Well, you don't have a boyfriend, so you're single, right?
Yeah, I'm single.
All right, so you don't need that card, I guess.
No.
Who else?
Alexander Skarsgård.
Who's that?
From True Blood.
All right, we're drifting off topic here. I don't know True Blood. All right.
I don't even watch it. I just think he's hot.
Chris wants to know, will you marry him?
Sure.
Sure. Well, now you can make your list. But tell Chris you got this list.
I'm accepting application.
All right. Were you surprised when you got picked to be on Big Brother?
I was, yeah.
Really? Because you were a fan of the show.
Yeah, huge fan.
And how did you get picked up for Big Brother? Did you audition or were you spotted by someone?
No, I applied.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you went all the way through?
Yeah.
And you were super pumped?
Yeah.
All right. All right. How do you like this year's format, the twist and all?
I think it's cool. I mean, it's definitely adds a different element. They've never done it before. It was fun. I mean, it definitely maybe hurt us a little bit, but
do you
I think it's cool.
My season, people were mad, well, not my first season, the second one, they were mad because they kind of brought new people in with some old people, and it's kind of the case here. Would you have liked it, do you like it that way, or would you have liked it all just new house guests?
I would have liked it just all new house guests. That was the one thing I said before going in. I was like, please don't bring people back, because I feel like you just have no shot.
Yeah, I totally get that, but this was a little different format,
right.
With them not being a threat. So
yeah, I was happy when I heard they were coming back not to play, but as coaches.
Right.
I liked that.
So helping you out.
Yeah.
Okay. But you rather have it just all new players?
Maybe,
old school Big Brother?
Yeah.
All right, Patty wants to know, hey, Kara, I hated to see you go last night. Who do you think will be the next to go out of the house?
Oh, man, that's tough. I think everyone's gunning for Willie to go.
Willie?
Yeah.
Is he's the strongest player you think in the house?
No, I think everyone, the house is turned against him. He, started that huge fight with Frank, and I think a lot of people feel bullied by him. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of people are gunning for him to go.
So you don't think he'll make it very far?
He could make it really far. You just don't know.
You never know. I don't know either, so don't think like I know. He could either be
out the door or, I don't know, make it really far.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you think he'll be next out. What is it like to meet Jeff?
Amazing. Everything I thought it would be.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, come on. I'm way funnier than this. And I usually swear a lot more, too. So this is me being calm. You do?
Keep it tame.
Wow. I didn't see that. Were you dropping F-bombs all over the house?
Yeah.
Were you really?
They didn't show that, though, thank God.
Well, I watch it on TV, so you can't drop F-bombs on TV.
No.
All right. Stacy, is that Stacy? Stacy wants to know, who do you think is the cutest in the house?
The cutest? Will.
Will?
Yeah.
Come on.
He was cute.
I'm not going to lie, he's a good-looking guy.
He's a good-looking guy.
So that's who your answer is? I got a question, too, that's not on here.
Shane was cute for a guy.
Okay, here's a question. What's up with Shane's puka beads?
What?
Those puka beads? You know the white, aren't they called puka beads?
I don't know.
Listen, we're not, you were in the house. The necklace?
I don't remember it.
Shane's white necklace?
No.
Oh, are you crazy?
What was it like a bunch of beads?
It was like the puka beads, like the Hawaiian shell. Oh, man. He wore them every day, wore them on every show.
I didn't even notice.
I don't know. I noticed because I couldn't even hear the show. I was just like, puka beads? You know what I mean?
He had a weird style.
All right, well, he's a cutie. No getting around that. You know what I mean? But we'll move on. Was the have-not room as bad as it seemed?
It was terrible.
Really? Was it kind of disorienting?
Not disorienting. It really was just those slabs. I'm not even going to call them beds. They're like slabs of... They were awful. Because it's like wasn't even flat. It like slanted down and curved.
So you couldn't get cozy on them?
No, and it had those like rivets. I mean, they had like serious medical problems. 2 out of the 4 people had serious issues from sleeping on them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So what did they do then? Did they just sleep on the floor? Well, we won't go there. We won't go there.
They still made him sleep on it.
Well, tough luck if you're a have-not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it means.
That's what it's about. If you want to win the money.
Exactly. Do you taste? Okay. Did you taste any of the slop?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
I didn't think it was that bad. If you put like a lot of stuff in it, like cinnamon and sugar and.
Right.
I mean, Chef Joe really like.
Did he hook it up?
He hooked it up. I mean, he would make them dinners with the slop, and it just did not even taste like slop. It was incredible what he did with it.
So you said you didn't get to go on slop for a whole week?
Yeah, really sad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. The slop's not that bad. It's just eating it constantly over and over for 1 week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where it gets tough.
That's what they were saying. It just gets old.
Okay, here's a question I was getting at. Do you find Ian or Ian?
Ian.
Okay, there we go. Do you find Ian oddly hilarious?
He is oddly hilarious. He's just kind of like goofy and dorky, and I don't know, it works for him.
I mean, give me some of your favorite moments, because I mean, everyone knows. I mean, his character was there from the beginning. You know what I mean?
There was a funny night. I don't know if they probably wouldn't even show this on TV, but there was a really funny night where we actually got some wine and beer, and so everyone was like, "Let's get Ian drunk and see what crazy stuff he'll do." So he literally had 2 sips of beer, and we turned around and he comes out naked with just a cowboy hat covering his stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 2 sips of beer. Didn't even have to get the guy drunk. And just running around the house.
Well, see, that's a guy. I mean, I won't go there, but he seems like very quirky, but just like a fun guy.
Yeah, he's harmless.
But when you live in a house, I know you might have a totally different perspective. He might be fun for a little bit, but
a lot of people didn't really like him. He kind of rubbed the wrong way, but
all right.
He's innocent.
He is innocent. Yeah. I think so. But what do I know again? All right, was the HOH challenge hard to complete?
It was so hard. I think it was really easy for the guys. For the girls, it was really tough. I mean, out of 6 girls, only 2 of us were able to complete it.
Right.
And I did it, and I don't know how long it took me to do it, but the other girl, it took 18 minutes to do it.
Really?
18 minutes.
Wow.
To complete.
Were the things really difficult? I mean, because they're moving all over the place?
Yeah, the ones that were hard were the ones that spun, and it was the third one that would
went up and down.
Yeah.
That's the one that looked hard.
It was so hard.
So everything's a lot harder than it looks, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe it looked easier on TV, but it was so hard. And like, I work out all the time, but I remember even getting to where like the teddy bears were and being so winded and just completely out of breath. I'd have to take like 10 deep breaths before I could even think about launching back to go back the other way.
I know everything's a lot harder. People are like, why don't you just, grab it or do that? And it's a lot harder than it looks. The challenges, definitely.
Tough.
All right. I feel like Chris Farley. You know, ever see the Chris Farley show? I'm like, all right. All right, here we go. Were you hoping Shane would use the power veto on you?
Yeah, of course. I wanted him to use the veto on me because it was the only way I'd be safe.
How did you feel when he didn't?
I was bummed, but I really wasn't surprised. I told him to tell me before if he was going to use it or not, You
ever think about sweetening up to him?
I tried. But at that point, him and Willie and Frank had some sort of little alliance, I think. So.
They got a secret one going on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right. Is any of the fellow females could be playmates in the house with you?
I don't think so.
No?
I would know.
Really? Which one do you think would make a good one, though? Pick
Playmate?
one. Nobody?
Oh, I think maybe Janelle.
Janelle?
I know she posed for Playboy. I know she's not a playmate.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did.
Wow. You dirty little girls.
What?
I'm just joking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm saying either. All right, Brian wants to know, what was your favorite food in the house?
Favorite food?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Chef Joe hooked it up. He cooked us some good meals.
You said you could cook, though.
I can cook.
So what was your favorite thing you cooked?
Me and Will would make this like chicken like stir fry, like chicken and veggies. And
Are you and Will BFFs?
yeah, well, he was my best friend in the house.
Do you think you'll talk to anybody just the short time? Oh man, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to keep like putting salt in the wound, but do you think you'll still keep in touch with anybody from the house?
Definitely. I'll still talk to Danielle. I'll talk to Will. Probably Ashley.
Is there anyone that you won't keep in touch with?
Joe.
Man, poor Joe. Soul Patch wasn't working.
I hope he gets booted.
And you just said he had cooked good food.
Yeah, I'll give him credit where credit's due, but I'm not a huge fan of his.
All right, so you won't go over to his house for dinner?
Definitely not.
All right. What was your favorite thing to do? What was your favorite thing to do to pass the time in the house?
Oh man, there's not much you can do. You just have to be silly and fun, and we'd work out a lot, tan. You know, you've been there.
I know. I would totally play with that guy, Ian. Not in that way, you know, weirdos, but I would like, make him entertain me, you know?
Yeah.
He seems like that kind of guy. All right, Shannon wants to know, what was going through your head when Willie and Frank were fighting?
I hate fighting, so like I just wanted to be as far away from it as possible. But I was happy because I was like,
You kind of were. You were way in the back.
Yeah, and even I was with Will because we had just got done working out, and he even tried to like pipe in at one point, and I was like, no, stay out of it. Just keep your mouth shut. But I was a little bit happy because I pretty much thought I was going home. So I was happy that they were having a fallout because it gave me like a little bit of hope.
Totally, yeah, because if someone's blowing up, you think like that's good for you.
Yeah, so I was happy.
But
it didn't pay off in the end.
Oh man, this is bad. Because I know the pain you're going through, you know what I mean? I keep bringing up these little questions that just tweak it a little bit, so yeah. I feel so bad for you right now.
It's okay.
All right, Megan wants to know, what was your most nervous about being entered? Am I talking English now?
No.
What were you most nervous about entering the Big Brother house?
Most nervous? Oh, I don't know. All of it, really. There's nothing you can really do to prepare yourself for it, you know?
No one specific thing, like being on camera 24 hours?
That definitely was probably the most nerve-wracking.
So, but then you kind of get used...
Being on camera
You get used to it kind of though, right?
You do get used to it, but you're still kind of constantly aware of it in the back of your head.
Well, that's a good thing. Otherwise, bad things happen.
Yeah, because some people probably aren't, but...
Were you nervous about any twists coming in?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Always nervous about twists.
I know.
You just never know what's going to happen.
Do you think the summer's done with their twists, though?
Oh, no. Definitely not.
Me neither.
No.
All right, Stephanie wants to know, what would you do differently if you were asked back for another season?
I don't know.
Tell her. Get connect with Stephanie. Tell her what you do differently.
Stephanie. I don't know. I mean, I really felt like I was just myself, and I played an honest game. I feel like that's all you can do. I don't think I would do anything different.
I mean, that's good. That's the way I thought coming in. You know, you were an honest player, and I like the way when people play honest, but usually they make it a little further, too. Again, the tweak.
I know.
Damn it. All right, here we go. Bill wants to know, what are some of the favorite things about the whole experience?
I think just, like, meeting some really cool people. You know, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You meet, you know, you have a special bond with these people because
you're part of a
going through it
club
together.
now.
Yeah.
You're in the crew.
Yeah.
Big Brother crew.
Yay.
I don't know if it's the best crew to be in, but you're part of it. All right, what was the least favorite thing about going in the house?
Just not being able to talk to my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the hardest thing.
I know. Well, good thing you didn't make it so far that you could talk.
Thanks.
Oh, man, this is bad. All right, so you mad at Will for not having your back?
No, I'm not mad. Like, I know it's just a game, but it definitely hurt my feelings. Because I would have had his back. I mean, till the end. I would have never voted him out.
I know.
It hurts.
Well, that's Big Brother. It's cutthroat.
I know.
Are you gonna carry that grudge into the real life?
No.
No.
I'll be friends with him after the show.
He's too cute for that?
He brings out the silly side of me, so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
At least you made a friend.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got? Are you mad at Will? We got that. Question for Jeff. If you were asked to coach, would you have done it? I think I would have liked to coach. I mean, I already did 2 seasons, so I think I would have liked to coach because it seems like they're just kicking it. Yeah. Actually, that's what I assumed it would have been like, just like kicking it like, you guys play, I'm out of it, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It would have been tough, like, you know, with the whole Jordan thing. I was not asked. I get a lot of that on my Twitter and stuff. I was not asked. And so I don't know. It might have been funner than just actually competing and getting crazy, because it gets crazy. You know, the longer you go, you think you were crazy, it gets crazy. Did you think like you were losing it at all?
Yeah, it starts to wear on you. Definitely, like when you're on the block too. It's so stressful. So it does start to wear on you a little bit. And
there's so much downtime that like you have nothing else to think about but what other people are doing. You know, you get total paranoia.
Oh yeah, and you're even more paranoid when you're on the block because you see people talking and you think everyone's talking about you.
But they're really not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you're like, what's that guy doing? Why is he eating that apple like that? I know. I know what you're talking about. All right, so that's it, I think, for the questions. You got anything else you want to say?
No.
That's it?
That's it.
One closing comment. This is it.
That's it.
This is your one moment to shine, Kara.
I want to go back in there.
You want back in?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I can't help you there. But anyways, I just want to thank you so much for being here. It's been a real pleasure. Great to meet you.
You too.
And guys, tune back in every single week. I'll be here every Friday live with Big Brother Chats. You tune in at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.